Please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We'll begin with the minutes of the 6/17/2019 board meeting. Do we have a motion to accept?
Sure.
Motion by Chris. Second.
Second.
Second Bob. Corrections, additions, any?
The, after we pay the bills, it says resolved that the board approves Superintendent Warren to advertise a hire full-time laborer to replace Jerry Perkins.
Oh God, that was from old minutes.
I didn't even
Not
look
really.
at that.
That can't be right.
No, I never even thought.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
I didn't see it.
Wow.
Nice catch.
I didn't see
Yeah, we can scratch that.
Okay.
it. Sorry, yeah, it's not on my sheet.
It's on your sheet?
No.
It's not
Oh,
on.
wait a minute, right here.
How do you?
That was an old one. Thanks.
Yeah, I just figured it got copied there. And
That's, yep, for my samples, I will remove that.
I'm thinking, did I lose a bunch of time?
We went back in time. It's good that you remember that.
All in favor is corrected. Opposed, hearing none. Pass. Public comments, anyone? No one? Okay, we'll move right into highway. Andy?
Alright. Been very busy with cemeteries. We are trying to keep up. 3 more this week. I think everything is going well as far as Debbie and I keeping track of everything. We got the new, what do you want to call it, Debbie, mapping. Not only on the computer but on hard copies, so we added some more crematory spots in Fish Mountain. So somewhere there's probably a bill here for that.
We paid that a lot.
We did.
We got that, I think I got maybe that.
Last meeting?
I think it was
Okay.
something, yeah.
Sorry.
No,
Pathways today was, we had a couple minor complaints that the grass and brush was growing into the walkway itself. And also that it's very moist walking, but I can't help that. But we trimmed and brushed and everything else down there. Starting Longview project, the top 700 feet of the road is going to get reconstructed. If you go up there, there's a large mountain of stone already up there for that. We did haul in all of the other stone from Upstone that we could get it. So that's done. The county hauled theirs. There's a little bit left at the shop that's going up to Indian Lake. Next thing is ditching. We've started or continued ditching on Old Edge Road and Old Indian Lake Road. Getting ready for paving if that ever comes around. Not in the foreseeable anytime soon, let's put it that way. We're looking August, September at least now. Maybe you've heard on the news, we did get our full reimbursement or whatever you want for the CHIPS money. They were gonna hold back some of the money. Senate fought for it and we ended up with it. So that's good. That's 17,000 that we don't have to find in the budget. So. And the next thing is obviously there's a very large red thing sitting outside. Just picked it up today and figured the board members at least would want to take a look at what they approved buying. So that's it.
Good. That's in our buildings?
Oh, yes, I met with the air conditioning and they're supposed to be sending me the proposal is gonna be the same, if not less than last year, so.
Good.
For the third and final air conditioner replacement at the health center.
Very good.
That's all.
Okay, moving to old, anybody have any old business? Nothing, new business. First item, I have auditor, it seems that we're having difficulty getting service from the present auditor that's been representing the town for a long time. I contacted some sources and left you all with a list of approved auditors for municipalities that would generally work in our geographic area. And it would be my suggestion to form a committee to look into this list and pick someone to move forward. We have some unfinished business that needs to be taken care of that should have some attention to.
Should we pick 3 and then get RFPs from them? Is that kind of what you're
Would be my
thinking?
suggestion. Anyone interested in working? Nancy, thank you, please. Anyone else?
That second one, that BST, Dick D'Onofrio was a part of theirs until he went out on his own.
Okay,
And Marvin and Company, we had years ago. And they were extremely intimidating to work with, and I
Okay.
think they would very much scare Kathy.
okay.
Very intimidating. Like about 7 foot tall and very big and
Okay,
glary eyes.
They can't help their size.
No, but they were scary.
Nancy, maybe we can get together sometime before the next meeting and we'll come up with a suggestion?
Sure.
Very good, thank you.
I don't know how to research them any further, but yeah, I wouldn't have a clue.
Well, obviously they gotta carry the auditing standards, so.
Okay, the next item I had was the 4th of July bounce house sponsorship at the ball field. I was approached by the chamber who asked if the town would sponsor this part of the program. I checked with our Nymar insurance company and he said as long as the vendor carries the proper amount of insurance and follows the state regulated rules and safety rules, that there would be no cost to the town. And Donna and I are working on that. We already did receive a certificate, but they didn't have the full address for the town. So we asked for a correction on the certificate, and we expect to have that today or well before the event takes place. Steve Swan did suggest that we get town board approval to do this first, so I'm requesting that at this time.
Do we know who would, I mean, I wouldn't have any idea what the state regs are.
I was supplied that information from Nymar,
Okay,
and that's being reviewed and reviewed by the vendor, who has already given an okay that that's the rules they follow, so.
okay, understand.
So all in favor?
I'll move it. I guess you need a resolution there.
Yeah,
Well, I'll second it, just at least get it on the table.
Chris. Second by Bob. All in favor?
So I guess the only question I would have is, it falls to the town because the village is within the town, or how does that?
Well, it's explained to me that,
Because like the ball field is the village's. I don't know where the setup is gonna be.
the setup will be at the ball field. Don approached me in a panic because we're getting so close. I'm not sure that the village was in position that they were able to look into this any further at this time. She asked if we would do that, and I said, I'll look into it and consider, see if the town would.
That's just a question.
Steve explained to me that our involvement is very similar to the involvement with the use of the school
Sure.
insurance situation, so.
A little more dangerous than
Are we okay with it then?
Yeah, I just ask questions, that's all.
Okay.
that. No,
No?
no,
Chris?
Well,
I'm good.
let's
I'm
share.
fine.
Let's share your,
they're dangerous. The bedlam that's down at the ball field, I just don't know if we should stick our necks out. I mean, I would think we would be open for a lawsuit if something happened, whether our insurance covers it or not, and that's my concern. They could walk the pathway, get the wiggles out, learn something.
Oh, it's a request from the chamber, so I thought I'd bring it forward. So I guess we'll take a vote. All in favor? Raise your hand, please. Aye. And against? One. We'll move forward with that. The next thing I had was a resolution to, for our assessor, which I gave a copy to. Now, this isn't, won't be in effect until September, but it was suggested that from real property tax that we take care of this now. The resolution reads, approval to reappoint Dan Fife as the Town of Lake Pleasant assessor, whereas Dan Fife, a Hamilton County employee, was appointed as the Town of Lake Pleasant assessor on January 17, 2017 by Town of Lake Pleasant Resolution Number 22. And whereas on or by September 30th, 2019, this appointment is in need of being updated by order of Hamilton County. Therefore, it is resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Lake Pleasant hereby approves the reappointment of Daniel Fife as the Town of Lake Pleasant assessor and employee of Hamilton County, where a chargeback of 40% of his salary will be responsibility of the Town of Lake Pleasant.
and that's the same agreement that we currently have.
That's correct.
So I'll move that.
Moved by Bob,
I'll second it.
second by Chris. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Against? None. Thank you. The next thing I have is the Codes Enforcement Officer, Bob, is here. And can you give us a activity report?
Bob Edwards, Code Enforcement. Members of the board, to update you on this year's permit activity. There were 22 permits issued in the Town of Lake Pleasant as of June 30th, 2019. Around the same time last year, 2018, there were 32 permits issued. A lot of that is probably weather related this year, but I gave you all a list, the comparison between the years as far as new residential buildings. We have no new residential buildings yet. Alterations 5, additions 3, 2 demolitions, 3 septic systems, 1 solid fuel burning device, 1 well, 5 garages and sheds, and 1 deck and canopies. 8 of the permits are renewals. No stop work orders have been issued to date. There are no reports from the Lake Pleasant Fire Department have been received. And that's it, what we have today. So,
All right.
Interesting.
any questions?
Anything in the works? Have you seen, have people?
There's been some inquiries and stuff like that, just nothing concrete yet, so. You know, it's just, like I said, a lot of it's weather related this year. Guys have been really backed up and starting to really pop now. I've had a lot of inquiries. I've given out some lists, you know, our different contractors. I don't know how busy they are. They all seem pretty busy. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Thank you, Bob. All right, the next thing I have is a opening on the planning board position, and I have a letter from the chairman of the planning board. And it reads, this letter is to inform you that the town board of the retiring of Barbara Tracy as a member of the planning board. Barbara is leaving for family reasons, and I want to express my and the rest of the board's appreciation for her years of service on the board. Barbara brought her experience as mayor of the village as speculator and her expertise as real estate broker in our area and greatly added to the effectiveness of the board. She will be missed. In addition, I'm recommending Matthew Sipes as her replacement. Matt has volunteered for the position, and I feel his knowledge of the town and his youth will surely assist the board as we move forward. All in favor of the recommendation from the planning board chairman?
I'm in favor, but this is to fill out Barbara's term,
Yes.
which would expire 12/21/23.
12/31.
23.
So she got a 5-year term currently. 4-year term.
Well, there's 7 members, so isn't that 7-year term?
I don't know how that works. Honestly.
I don't know off the top of my head, but I'd have to look into that.
Well, let's see, Vicky served 13. Well, this is the one that should expire in, at the end of September. She was reappointed January 1st, 2017 to a term to end 12/31/19.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's, that, I have my note on there saying that was a... Yeah, see, that was 2 years
Okay,
that she was appointed for.
She was probably filling somebody else's vacancy.
yeah,
You have to go back.
No, it said reappointed,
Oh, okay.
so there was a mistake made there, so I just want to get us back on the right schedule here.
well, we can figure that out.
Yeah.
All right.
Either way, yes, certainly in favor of that, I'll move it.
I'll check her oath.
So we're all in favor of the recommendation from the, thank you.
I'm gonna recuse myself.
Is there any other new business? Anyone?
Yes.
Nancy?
Happy to report that we have a new business in town. I'd like to welcome Amarici Vineyards, and they opened up a tasting room in the Yellow Barn on South Shore Road, and they're open weekends.
Oh, good. Anyone else? Then we'll move to the bills, and I'll entertain for a motion to pay the bills.
I'll move.
Motion by Nancy. Second
Second.
by Bob. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. And we're back to public comments. Anyone?
Shorty Hopkins, Inspector. Dan, has anybody communicated with the village board since their last meeting, last Monday night, about bouncy houses? Because I was at the meeting and I was half asleep because there was somebody there doing a presentation on LED lighting again. But anyway, the board talked about somebody by the name of Casey, not Casey, but Casey, that had requested, I believe, 3 bouncy houses at the ball field for 4th of July celebration, and I think the board okayed it, so maybe before you go out on the roof with another bouncy house, you could check with the mayor or somebody with the village board. and see what's
Casey
going on.
Morrison, right?
But he's having a fair or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll check that.
Yeah, because it said
Sure.
something about 3, and they were talking about when the parade comes down, some of the folks go to the left, some go to the right. where would be a good place to set them up and all that stuff, so I think, like I said, before you go sign up for the bouncy house, you need to check with Jeanette.
I'll do that. I'll just following up with a request from the chamber who's heading up the whole event, so I will check though. Thank you.
It's interesting.
All right, roundtable. Deb, anything? Nancy?
Nope.
Chris?
The town sign that's south of the village proper, it's got branches that's grown out in front of it. I would be happy to trim
Somebody's already
that,
yelled
but
at me.
as long as everybody would come and visit me in jail, because of the state stuff, so I don't know what the thing is.
They'll be trimmed.
Okay. I'm not trying to get after
Right.
anybody, I'm happy to do it, so.
My other half has already asked me to take care of
We'll see what you do it.
it. Me and state trees, we get along.
Okay, all right.
I got them, they
I just
fall
noticed
out.
it the other day. Wow, that's really, well, anyway, it was raining, so everything was just kind of hanging down, so.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Randy, you have anything?
Nope.
All right, just an update, since the last meeting, I've attended the APA board meeting. I'm sure a lot of you are aware that there are 7 seats that aren't confirmed by the Senate at this point. That was a topic of some discussion, and there's a lot of discussion on tower heights, cell towers. Tower height doesn't seem the problem. Be the problem, it's applications. There are a number of applications in the work for new towers. I also attended the North Country Regional Economic Development Council meeting. And anybody has any projects, the CFA applications are now being accepted. There's $750 million out there for the grabs, so, plus another $10 million for downtown revitalization initiatives, but nothing obviously that a town such as Lake Pleasant or Speculator could apply for at this time, although we're working on the smaller projects for the future. Also, the Adirondack Lake Lines Symposium is coming up August 1st. That's the 5th annual symposium at Paul Smith College. The number of people are going for the day, and I have room for 2 more people if anybody's interested, if they want to ride up. AWI, Adirondack Watershed Institute, they're active with the Lake Alliance to eradicate some invasive plants. The big thing now is the hogweed, which is becoming a problem not only in the state but all through the Adirondacks. And APIP will be the area looking for this in our region. And also Lee Walrath from the APA is going to be here sometime early August, I believe, to take a look at the pondweed problem they're having near Cherry Beach. This is a native plant, but there's been some issues with it that a lot of the locals feel that should be addressed. So there'll be people down here looking at it and see what we can do about it. So. And Adirondack Common Ground Alliance is coming up. That's on July 24th, and that's open to the public too. So that's all I have.
Dan, the
Yeah.
cell tower, did you say that they have a lot of applications?
Yeah, there's quite a number of applications in right now.
Okay, any around here?
None in this vicinity. No. In the Adirondack Park, there is quite a number of them. I think we're at 231 towers right now with a number of new applications in.
None here.
Yeah, none here. So. Any reason to go into executive session? Anyone? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll move.
Moved by Nancy. Second by Chris. Thank you, everyone.